This is Your Favorite Character Sucks with John.
Oh, we're rolling. Matt.
And Brandon.
A podcast where we look at characters in our favorite books and decide which is the best. Well, not just books, right? Movies, TV shows.
Any form of media, really, yeah.
Right. How does one determine media? How does one determine what the best character is? Well, with our extensive literary knowledge and a level of confidence possessed only by an American man, we can discover the answer to any question. Before we begin, my conscience would not let me go on without first saying that this podcast has assumed you are familiar with the series being discussed. If you haven't read, listened to, watched, or gone on an acid trip that has revealed to you the plot of the series under discussion, then you should stop listening now until you've read or watched whatever we're talking about. You have been warned. On today's episode, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and Birth by Sleep, and 365 over 24 1/2, and Dream Drop Distance. And Chain of Memories. So, yes, we're starting.
What are you talking about?
We have to get started because we ran into some real complications.
Did we?
Yeah,
they were resolved easily. It just took time.
The equipment that I want to upgrade has broken, so now I have to replace the equipment. So yeah, the if you were holding out hoping that this podcast would gain in quality, audio quality, better just give up on that real quick.
Well, I mean, the equipment is still the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's going to be a lateral upgrade whenever I rebuy the same mic.
It's lateral. It's not an upgrade.
But anyway, we're here today to talk about our first video game, which is promised in the intro, I think, or it's...
Well, it's not it's our first video game that we're talking about on the podcast.
That's right. We didn't start off... we just started...
The first game we ever played.
Yeah, the first game all of us ever played.
It's also not even a video game.
It might
it's
be
fucking
the first game
11 video games.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a universe.
It's a universe of video games. And many of the people who have listened...
We started.
Yeah, we started. Yes. Right. God damn you. We're here with Anne.
Hello.
Is that how you want to go?
Yeah.
You want to go by Anne?
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right.
How else would he go?
Do you want it to be known how your relation with this man over here?
I'm Brandon's little brother.
Little. Real little. You'll see the pictures. We'll post them on Instagram.
Yeah.
And big fan of Kingdom Hearts, as we all are.
Yeah.
I played the first one when I was 10, and you weren't even born yet, I don't think. How
He was.
He was probably one or
When
two.
did it come out?
He was probably
Came out 2000.
Yeah, I was born. I actually played.
You played when you were like 1 year old.
No, but I've been watching since I've been born.
Birth by
actually true.
Birth by Sleep. He was.
You, as an infant, were watching me and Eric play Kingdom Hearts 1.
His history is as convoluted as the history of Kingdom Hearts itself.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
his upbringing is more.
So again, we're here with Anthony.
That's why he understands it, though. You know how like little kids can learn like a new language a lot easier?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're
He saw
He actually
Kingdom Hearts
understands
as
Kingdom Hearts.
he was like developing his basic human function, so it's just ingrained.
Yeah.
The darkness, or
He understands it better than he understands
the
English
chaos.
language,
Yeah.
right?
He fully gave into everlasting darkness.
So we're here with Anne or Anthony, whatever you want to call him. You're never going to call him anything, but
And
it's Bran's brother, and we're here to talk about a game series called Kingdom Hearts. It's on everything now, right? I mean,
Started
is
on
it?
PlayStation.
Starting on PlayStation, but it's like a crossover between.
It's even on Xbox now.
really,
It's like a crossover between Final Fantasy, if you heard of that series, and then
if you're listening to this,
corporate greed.
You've heard of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, corporate greed. I mean, Disney.
Subjugation to China.
Subjugation to China. It's Disney mixed with Final Fantasy. And here is a quick summary that I was like, that's actually a pretty good summary.
Don't even bother.
I'm going to do it. No, it's
There's no point.
It's a paragraph.
If they're listening to the podcast, they know about Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
Nobody new is coming in. They're like,
Well,
let me check out this
then
Kingdom Hearts. Let me check out this Kingdom Hearts.
But then they will be impressed because they'll be like, there's no way John can fucking summarize this shit. Here.
They absolutely believe you can read.
Okay.
Wait, it's your summary or you found it?
No, I found it.
Yeah, you're just reading.
It's,
Comment if you think John can read.
It's what's his name? X.
Oh, all shit.
All shit's X.
It's not
Alright.
X.
damn it.
I was just joking.
He probably has a recap.
It says an ancient battle between light and dark.
This already sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's an ancient battle between dark and light.
Just stop there. That's as concise
That's
as
any
that's
like
it.
fantasy story.
That's
ever.
all you need.
An evil wizard named Xehenort.
No, just stop. That's you're muddying the waters.
You're making it
No,
too difficult. to
Exactly.
understand.
You already had it. It's an ancient battle between light and dark. What more needs to be said? I'm going real Hemingway.
Okay,
here.
well then I'll go off book and I'll say, the battleground is the worlds of like the Disney universe. So like you are going to these different worlds, like Cinderella world, and like it plays through like it sounds so
Cinderella
stupid, right?
world. Isn't that just Earth?
Yeah, but
No,
in this game it's a world, right?
Yeah, but it's called Earth, right?
No.
And we're just being stupid. But yeah, you like help Cinderella through her story that happens in the movie, but as you're doing it, you're like fighting these monsters of darkness that have been unleashed by the like quote unquote evil characters.
I don't know
in
if I
the
like
Disney
calling them
universe.
monsters. Maybe creatures.
Creatures of darkness. They were born of they're almost like souls.
They're,
I feel like
they're created from living creatures.
yeah, but they're just like their hearts were like tainted. Their souls were tainted and turned into these dark beings, right?
Yeah, it's real strange how there's a difference between
Wait,
heart.
what
I don't think there is a
Talking
difference. I think heart is like soul. It means
Heartless.
soul in this series.
No, but they're different, aren't they? Because nobodies are
the bodies.
nobodies are the no souls.
Nobody's
Heartless
are
are the no
no,
hearts.
Nobody's are soulless
No.
bodies,
Yeah.
and the heartless
Are bodiless.
Are they're like darkened souls.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the heart and soul are like pretty much interchangeably used in the series.
Yeah.
So when it says Kingdom Hearts, it's really like Kingdom of Souls. Like that's really what it kind of
Do
is.
not. Just
Kingdom-
don't play this game.
Also, no, it's very Kingdom Hearts is also a thing. It's literally the Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the moon or whatever, is it not? The
Yeah.
shape is
Well,
on-
it's like a
They're
thing.
trying to unlock Kingdom Hearts.
Correct.
No
Yeah.
one actually knows what it is or what it does.
Well, my character, we're trying to figure out who the best character is in this whole series. It's a very convoluted series.
There's a lot of characters, too.
The plot is insane. It uses magic because it's Disney universe, but also like I said, the main villain Xehanort is like a wizard of some sort who can like he's aged, but then he uses his abilities to like possess younger people, like to like try to keep himself living through pupils and stuff. But then he also uses like technology to like
he
There's a lot of
also
technology.
splits into a heartless and a nobody.
Correct.
Yes. But I mean, that's part of the
damn
stuff
it.
that he's come to understand.
Dude, it's already so confusing.
Because
I'm already lost, and I played all the games.
all right, well, here we'll start with this thing. Xehanort is my character.
Okay.
I think Xehanort is the best character in the series because he's so powerful. I was just describing some of his powers.
That's the
He's-
only reason?
That's one reason.
That's like,
Because he's so powerful.
I don't dig
First
his
of all-
aesthetic. He's
All right. Let me do my opening statement. Y'all will get to yours in a second. So he has studied and learned and understood this magic in this world of like souls and hearts. Like we said, they're interchangeably used to the point where he has figured out how to like possess new bodies, but then also he studies under Ansem and learns how to like separate a heart from a body and create these like creatures, nobodies and heartless. And then he uses that to create two versions of himself. And then he also uses like technology that I don't know how he gains access to that, but he uses like technology to also, he's just a guy who like wants to live forever and then also obtain ultimate power. He's like that villain who wants to become God in a way, like wants to control everything. But
You know what's crazy about that
huge
character?
driver of the plot though. I mean, this dude is the entire reason everything is happening. He's setting all this shit to go. He's the reason that the Heartless were like set out, and then Maleficent. The reason Maleficent's the main villain in the first game is because she found out how to control the Heartless. But the only reason there was a Heartless army is because of Xehanort. He's the one who like set this out. And you know what's great about this episode of this podcast? Is I could literally say anything about Xehanort and you guys would not know if I was telling the truth or not.
You know what?
I could be like, yeah,
I don't know. I think we've played all the games. We have a decent understanding.
we've
it's so
actually seen
convoluted.
3.
It's so convoluted. But yeah.
Also,
Xehanort.
all that training and wisdom
Who's going
and shit
next?
like that, and he never learned to like straighten out his back.
he
Bro,
doesn't have a
I
hunchback.
hate that aesthetic.
That man is
always
like-
just
Yeah,
I
well, he's
hate
supposed to
that
be this
shit.
old man who just wants to possess younger
Yeah,
people.
it's to show like because Ansem and Xemnas are like
Ansem and Xemnas. Did you get that? All right. Anyway,
those are his like two other forms in the previous games.
yeah, his nobody and his heartless.
They like look a lot more imposing and stuff, but then you see like just his real form in 3, and yeah, it's just like a hunched old man.
Just a bald
Yeah,
that's true.
motherfucker.
But I think that that's
He
also
took all the hair from his head and put it onto his.
there is
chin.
a juxtaposition between like age and like youth.
Yeah.
In this game, and like the young characters are more pure and innocent, and they are able to stop these heartless
I mean,
people.
that's not true.
I think so.
When Riku's like a little kid, he literally joins the Heartless.
Yeah,
He gets taken advantage of.
And
but-
also, I feel
but I
like
think
Mickey is the most ancient, is he not? But he's the chief bearer of light.
No, his master.
Xehanort, right?
No,
his master.
Mickey's
is-
the
Oh,
wizard.
what's that guy's name?
Mickey's
The Asian dude.
Wait, is he?
Asian.
Master Yin Sid or whatever.
Yin Sid.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not
Yin
talking
Sid
about
is a-
Yen Sid.
I'm talking about Yin Sid.
Oh, I
Who's
was-
Mickey's
Yin Sid
master.
is the guy, for people who don't know
From
the game.
Fantasia,
He's from
right?
Fantasia. He's the guy who leaves and then Mickey starts the whole freaking mop
He's
disaster.
like Bad Merlin with spooky circle eyes.
Might not be bad.
I thought you were talking about Master Ericus.
Ericus. Ericus is the guy who trained the Keyblade wielders.
Yeah.
And he comes from the same time as Xehenort, but then they had completely different ideologies and split. And then Xehenort basically like kills Ericus by like, I think, possessing one of his pupils or something, and then kills him.
He possesses a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He possessed Terra.
Get a new trick, dude.
He possessed Terra. Well, I mean, he's found a magic way to like extend his life. That's what he cares about.
It's just boring.
And then he does the same thing to Riku, right? I mean, he tries to corrupt Riku, but I think that Riku is that going to be your character?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I think it's badass that in the first game, you think he's evil the entire game until the very end when he's like goes in the door to darkness with Mickey.
Yes.
You're like, oh shit, he's
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that sacrifice is badass.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh shit, he's good. And then all the anticipation builds up for the second game when you find out that he's actually good.
Yeah. And
Classic
then
frenemy too.
and then he has he does kind of play the like Sasuke role, except he's way cooler than Sasuke.
Is he
Way
though?
cooler, yes.
Wait.
Nah,
Sasuke.
he's not as evil as Sasuke.
Sasuke is actually just a bad guy from
Sasuke is never redeemed. Riku,
Oh, he is in Boruto. He's
okay,
just
well,
God.
within the original series.
We'll shit on Naruto another day.
Yeah.
But no, Riku, the like, I think, didn't they let that battle out early before the game where like
What?
Riku is like running up the wall, but he's like
Yes.
cloaked and you don't know it's him.
Yes.
And he's
Is
like,
that even Riku?
oh my god.
Where he's fighting Roxas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
No,
fucking
that shit
good.
is badass.
Is that
And
the
that
one
got
with
me
the-
so hyped for
Oh,
game
yeah.
2. I was
Is that the
so
first time you
excited
see the
for it.
dual wielding?
Yes.
Bro,
Dual wielding
they
keyblades.
released that
Keyblades.
trailer with Evanescence playing.
Oh,
It was
God.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know about this game, the music is freaking amazing. Yutada Hikaru, or Hikaru, how do you say it?
I don't know.
Yutada, she's like, she's Japanese?
Yeah.
She's a Japanese artist who like, her music just freaking slaps.
makes
Like
the game.
it's so
It
good.
makes the game.
And the intro video, like you could go on YouTube right now and look up like opening to Kingdom Hearts 1. And like the song and the art, the animation is just beautiful. It's so good.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you get hooked from that alone. Like you see that and you're like, I gotta fucking play this game. It's so good. And then the second one, equally good. Like amazing intro, amazing
I actually
music.
prefer the second one over the first one.
I like the second one
don't.
too. I think the
You
second
know,
one's really
First
good.
one is still it's classic.
I think
But is it nostalgia?
honestly, I think
Yeah,
the only
maybe.
2 games you should play is 1 and 2.
Like 3.
I would just stop right there. Because 3, if
Dude.
you're Xehenort, you're like, who the fuck is this?
He's getting older, more cynical. He's turning into me now.
No, but 3.
He's turning. You're like how I'm like I only like the original Star Wars.
No, but I'm
This
saying
is-
if like you're a new person to the game,
Yeah.
just play 1 and 2 and
I
you'd
see.
be happy.
Well, I agree that you don't need like the in between games, the hand.
Oh
What are you
god.
talking
So
about?
there's
Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance?
there's 8 in between games. Yeah, one of them's like
There's
a
more than 8, isn't there?
a card game battle game. Like
It's so
ridiculous.
bad. It's like it's an
I played
action.
it. I
It's an
played it.
action card
That
game.
game
That's how much I love Kingdom Hearts. Is that
That's
I played
the
that
first game where you get to play as Riku, though. Is Chain of Memories.
It fucking sucks.
But no, that's the
No, the game's
about
bad.
that is
The
cool thing
gameplay
about
is
Riku.
terrible.
I like Riku because he's got here's the thing. He's that character that is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve a goal. And he kind of like, I think he opens that door to the darkness and Kairi and like, Sora like, nah, dude, that's not cool. And then he goes into it because he's not afraid. Like he's like, I'm not scared. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't think it's going to corrupt me. And then it does end up corrupting him to an extent.
Because
But then,
for him, that was his way of getting off the island.
Mm.
Like they were all tired of being secluded
They
on,
wanted to
on their
leave,
island. But he was the only one willing to basically do anything.
yeah,
to
he took a big risk and became corrupted by it. And
Paid off in the end,
And
though.
then he has a redemption arc, which is pretty freaking
yeah,
cool.
all of 2, like you're trying to find him, and when you do,
Yeah, you find him at the very end.
and he
he's
explains that like he's been hiding from you because he's ashamed of what he did, but he's been working this whole time to redeem himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good character choice. All right, Bran.
All right, my character, one of the most OG Disney characters, but especially powerful in Kingdom Hearts, Donald Duck. Sounds ridiculous, I know.
If you've never played Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts.
no, that sounds absurd.
Oh my god.
But Mans is like the court wizard for King Mickey.
Yeah. Mickey is a king of his own world. right?
Mickey is a king, and Donald Duck is his wizard. And so, yeah, one, just incredibly strong.
And Mickey knows a lot of wizards.
Yeah.
It keeps you alive with them hills too.
But yes, that's what I was going to say.
Them cures.
Donald in memes and shit, Donald gets a lot of flack for not healing you as much as you like.
It come in clutch though.
But like I said, yeah, this man's is like a top wizard. He's not your personal healing bot.
No, it's actually insane.
You should be honored just to have him at your side, healing you when he does. But he also has to be throwing out lightning bolts and fireballs and shit.
He's also very
Like,
snarky in
This
the
is
game.
Donald Duck.
Yes. Like, this is OG Disney character.
And by the way, we do know that we are sucking the corporate teat by playing this game and loving Donald Duck in this game, but it actually is just good. It's just good. So too bad. Like it is what it is.
And
We're not willing to cancel Kingdom Hearts. Is that what you're saying?
I guess not. Well, we've already played them. It's over. It's said.
Oh, we've already shelled out the dollars?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I didn't participate in it.
I mean, we're not boosting. We're not
getting
boosting
secondhand
their,
enjoyment.
We're not boosting their signal anymore by like doing this podcast, are we?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We're giving them free advertising.
The game's good, no doubt.
So yeah, but Donald initially, like, he starts off as like King Mickey's like one of his right hand men, but then he becomes the main character of the game. Like he's part of your party. Like
Yeah,
as you're fighting Heartless, he helps you.
He's searching for King Mickey, who's missing.
Yeah.
Ends up teaming up with the main character, Sora.
He's also searching for missing friends.
Hey, all I'm saying is when you go to a new world and you get to replace a party member, I replace Goofy.
Never replace Donald.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what
I
I'm saying.
never replace Donald.
Yeah, you get
That's
to
your
replace.
boy.
You always get to replace him with a Disney specific character, like right, like you get like Simba in your party
Or
when you go to
Beast.
Lion King, or Beast when you go to the.
Yeah.
That's always cool, and I do replace those characters, right? Or do you have to? I think you just
You don't have to.
You could also just keep both.
Yeah, but I always do, and
but-
you replace Goofy.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
to say it. I love Goofy too, but Donald.
Yeah.
Goofy's cool.
He's not near as
Donald
useful.
is necessary.
Goofy's like your
saying
defender, like a
gameplay
tank
wise.
type of guy.
Because he has heal.
Yeah.
You need those
And
skills.
yeah, man's is just freaking.
We're talking about a video game. Part of the character traits has to be like their play style and stuff, right? I mean, that's I guess it's gonna be part
Assuming
of
they're a
it.
playable character.
Yeah. Or
And
even if they're not.
Also, Donald is one of like the coolest moments
The sacrifice.
in the
You
entire
gotta play
series.
Kingdom Hearts. You can YouTube it.
Yeah.
We'll spoil it because we say at the beginning, if you haven't seen this,
In Kingdom Hearts
spoil
3,
it,
I
yeah.
don't know how much of that you recapped.
I know.
Basically, they're all getting their ass kicked, and Goofy gets like knocked out by Terra, right?
Yeah,
They're fighting Terra.
Possessed Terra.
Not possessed. Okay.
And Donald basically goes like freaking Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Unleashes this move we've never seen called Zeta Flare, which is like
That's
it's like
Final
Command.
Fantasy. I
it's
think.
like it's even bigger than that. I feel
it
like
is. It goes
it's
to,
like
like,
a
space.
Death Star beam.
No, it's insane. It
It
just
blasts Terra with the Death Star beam. It's so strong that it like knocks him out or kills him to unleash the spell.
Yeah.
It kills him.
Yeah.
Oh, Donald.
It's implied that it kills
Donald
Donald.
kills him.
Donald sacrificed himself to unleash this insanely powerful move, which is like stronger than anything else we've seen in the game.
No, it's
It's like the coolest cinematic
It's
in
a
the
really
game.
amazing moment.
Yeah, no, it's.
I gotta check out that
insane.
cinematic.
It's
So,
so good.
like I said, incredibly powerful.
This is
wizard,
pre-Swarm
and
Partners.
willing to sacrifice himself to save his homies.
That's
Oh yeah, but
It's a
this
good character
bullshit
trait.
though. As soon as he does that, you're just like, oh, we won, and then a tidal wave of Heartless come in.
I
It's
actually
like, oh.
really like that moment for Kingdom Hearts 3 when all those names appear of all the Keyblade wielders. You're like, is this
Oh,
other
yeah.
people playing?
Yeah,
Because it's just a bunch of dumb screen names. You're like,
yeah.
I don't
it's
know if this-
everyone else. Is
everybody else who's playing Kingdom Hearts, they're also Keyblade wielders. I know you didn't. This is a
Wait,
part
what
of
do
the
you
game.
mean?
You don't
That's
know.
even later.
No, I do remember, like, yeah, because I saw a name that was like.
That's when you're fighting that cyclone of Heartless, and you have to like surf through it.
It was like-
You're
XX.
you're basically being empowered by the like spirits of all
Yeah,
previous Keyblade wielders.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
this is at the
everyone's-
Keyblade graveyard.
It's like everyone's PlayStation name who's also
Yeah,
playing.
because I saw like
Oh, that's cool.
XX69 Killer. And I'm like,
no, it was because we didn't
XX69 Killer.
yes.
we didn't quite understand what was going
I'm
on.
not even kidding.
But it was a cool
You
moment.
could never make that name up in 1,000 years, except for that one guy who made it.
I was
up.
like,
to the
was
guy.
this dude in Kingdom Hearts?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is this a
It's one of-
regenerated
it's one of-
name?
it's one of-
XX69 Pussy
it's one of-
Slayer?
It's one of Xehanort's like other forms.
Yeah.
He takes many forms.
Yeah.
But also that scene is another good part for Riku
Yeah.
because everyone else gets owned.
Yeah.
The wave of Heartless is coming in, and Sora just starts crying like a little bitch.
No, it's
And he's
actually
like,
insane.
it's like
we can cry. We can cry when
no, you can cry, but
Don't
he still
give
had the
up.
ability to fight, but he gave up. And
That's it.
Riku is the only person left standing. He's holding back this wave of like a million
But
Heartless.
didn't he give up because by fighting he was fulfilling what Xehanort's plan was, right?
something like that.
At this point,
It
it's
was
because
something like
all
that.
of his friends got defeated, and he's like,
Right.
"All my friends are dead.
He
Why am I
didn't
still
even know what was
fighting?"
going
But if he
Yeah.
fights and he gets defeated, then it
But
will
Riku's
cause
like,
the end.
"All your friends aren't defeated. I'm still up, bitch. which I'm standing alone holding off this wave of Heartless.
Hey,
That's why Riku's a Keyblade Master. And Sora's just
But are you
Sora.
sure that Sora? Because I didn't play the game, but from what I saw, what I was reading and stuff, it seemed like he knew that by fighting, it was going to fulfill what Xehanort was doing and create.
No, you find out later. It's way after.
He didn't know.
Well, that's fighting Xehanort himself.
Because I thought Donald, there was a thing in one of the recaps that said like Goofy knew, and Goofy said like, by fighting him, aren't we like fulfilling it or whatever? And then they just go and fight him anyway.
No,
It's
I know
a
what you're
very
talking
long
about.
sequence,
It's like
that whole ending part.
Yeah.
that's like the fight
later
between like Sora and Xehanort.
Okay.
Basically, all of this has been forcing a prophesized fight.
Yes.
Yeah. But this, what I'm talking about, it's not even Xehanort. It's literally just like a tidal wave of Heartless.
Well, it's more like, and we'll cut this out, but it's more like to me, it reminds me of like Odin.
because it is the war that like opens Kingdom Hearts or something.
Yes. He wants the ultimate power. And by causing these good and bad, this dark and light to combine together and kill each other. Basically, he's creating this.
Because he needs the 7 Keyblade Masters, and then he also needs the.
All right, Matt.
But, like,
Who's your
13.
favorite?
It's not about who's my favorite.
Yeah,
Who's
it
the
is.
best?
My favorite is Goofy, but I do think that
But you agree that Donald is more essential.
in terms of the party composition,
Yeah.
Goofy didn't do no final ability.
I think the thing about Goofy is he doesn't.
I mean, Goofy is dope. He
Goofy's
takes Terra and like.
Bro, when he dies in Kingdom Hearts 2, you think? I thought
Oh yeah, no,
I cried.
that shit was sad.
Yeah. Also,
When was that?
Goofy is the
hit
soul
with
of
the
the
rock.
team because he never loses hope, even whenever everybody gets like fucked up.
When you have no intelligence, it's very hard to.
Whoa, that's messed up.
Yeah, that actually is kind of fucked.
He's always lighthearted, whereas like Donald is very serious.
Oh yeah, Donald's frustrated nonstop. Like, that's Donald's character in Disney anyway.
Yeah, so they assume those roles,
Just
but
keep those attributes.
But Goofy, he's a good character. But I do think that the best character is Sora,
Sora,
and it's wild to say so.
main character.
He is the main character. It's like Sora
the
slash
reason we
Roxas,
started this
though.
podcast is because you guys said that no main character is the best character,
And I still agree with that.
so past Matt.
No, it's not that
is battling with present.
It's not that the main character isn't the best character. It's the main character sucks. But part of his suckage.
So Sora sucks, but he's the best
part of his
character.
suckage
He
is
just kind of sucks.
He's kind of cool.
he's cool sometimes, but
I like
most of the
Sora.
time he's
Sora.
like a trash
I
receptacle.
like,
Also,
I like Roxas, bro.
He's also.
But Roxas is just an aspect of Sora. Is part of my understanding and reasoning.
Isn't he also voiced by Haley Joel Osment,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is the greatest actor
In
of our
all 3
generation?
games. He started as a child and continued with Sora as an
Haley
adult.
Joel Osment literally retired at the age of like 16. Like,
Man.
he's the best actor of our generation.
Yeah.
Speaking of voice actors,
He just did like 10 good movies and then retired and like was done. It was like, I what else can I
He's
do?
peaked. Yeah.
He's Michael Jordan, not Michael Jackson.
Whoa.
He's Michael Jordan. He's
I mean,
like, I got 3 championships. What else
Michael
can I do?
Jackson also was like very successful at a young age.
And
yes.
stayed successful throughout.
Come on, nerds. You know what it is. Every episode I get on here and beg you to follow us and like our stuff and blah, 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 blah. If you haven't done it by now, then you're just lazy. Twitter and Instagram at YFCSPod. Hit the subscribe button. Like, rate it. If you want to be extra, you can review it. Just a little thing like, hey, this is an awesome podcast. Click, reviewed, done. All right, not going to waste any more of your time. Back to the show.
But the reason I was going to pick Roxas is just because it's so dope. He lives like this childish life, like skateboarding and shit.
Twilight
But
Town.
He's
Shores.
stuck. Isn't he like stuck in like a data world?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's
but
like
then eventually-
it's a computer generated
Yeah,
world.
But
Yeah.
eventually you
Basically
find
the
out he
Matrix.
works for the organization and he's a freaking...
He's a nobody.
Yeah, and then
He Sora's nobody.
They needed him
nobody.
for the organization because he's the
Well,
key
he
wielder.
was created right whenever like Sora in the first game finds out that Kyrie's within him and he like stabs himself.
Yeah.
He
And then
becomes a Heartless.
He becomes a Heartless, and then the nobody is Roxas. Yeah.
No, but in Chain of Memories, the reason why it starts with Roxas in 2 is because in Chain of Memories, Naminé has to repair his heart. So he's sleeping.
And that's why Sora's
And that's why
the
they're in the data
hibernation
world.
pod
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are multiple hearts inside of Sora, the character that you picked.
Yeah.
Kyrie's heart has been locked inside of him before. Roxas's.
Well, I say Roxas.
Ventus, right?
Don't even bring him up.
Why? Birth by Sleep is one of my favorite games.
Ventus and Kyrie aren't really aspects of Sora, but definitely
Birth by Sleep
Roxas.
is the one with Terra, Aqua, and
It's so
that's
stupid.
one of my favorite
He
games.
looks identical to Roxas.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
But they're all
The reason
kind of
why is
that
because he
same
got.
thing,
We find out he gets locked into Sora.
yeah.
So I
that's-
mean, it basically is. Yeah.
It's like they're all the same in a way.
I like Roxas more than Ventus. I do not like Ventus.
I don't have a lot of affinity for Roxas, mainly because doing all those stupid chores in Twilight Town just sucks so
I just think he's such a badass.
Keep the ball in the air. Skateboard in
You
the
know
air.
who I do like honorable mention associated with Roxas is Axel.
Oh yeah,
I like
Axel's
Axel.
pretty cool.
Rest in peace, the Axel action figure, dude.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what happened?
I ripped the hands off.
What?
I was
When you
like
were-
8 years old.
when you were younger, yeah.
Yeah.
We just had such enthusiasm for Kingdom Hearts when we were younger that we couldn't help
Give me those
but
hands.
take a very expensive action figure out of a package.
It's not expensive.
I saw it at GameStop,
Yeah.
like $25.
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
$25 was a lot to me
But
back
he's
in
dope.
High
He's dope.
school.
Yeah.
What's an honorable mention for me? I'm trying to think.
Oh, I was gonna say, going back to the music, Utada does the intro songs.
Oh man,
Yeah.
But the
honorable
rest of
mention Utada Hikaru.
the rest of the original soundtrack is by Yoko Shimomura.
The piano stuff mainly?
Yeah.
Sad ass
Oh,
music.
that
All-
piano's so good.
All of the music throughout, like the title
Oh,
screen.
man.
3 variations of Dearly Beloved.
I feel like when I was like 10 years old, right, I'd be playing that game into like the night and then like turn it off or whatever, or like leave it on the main menu and fall asleep to like that.
It's so
I can
soothing.
literally hear it in my head.
this is
now.
before
Yeah.
Spotify
It's
or any
beautiful.
music services.
It really is though.
Bro,
You just had to leave the
No,
PS2
the game
on.
soundtrack is insane.
when he's holding like the fish
Dun,
bone on
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts,
Dun,
Yes. It's
the
so
waves are coming in.
Yep.
And then it goes higher, like dun, dun. Oh man, it's so good.
The music is definitely a key aspect of the
Yes.
series.
Yeah.
Like, if you could just pick the music as the
Like I
best
said,
character, you
music and then general game design is really a beautiful game.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is very beautiful.
Which you wouldn't expect because I feel like a lot of like
Yeah.
corporate shield stuff. Like I feel like Disney, like
There is.
Disney being behind the
nature.
game, it's like whatever. But then that I feel like this game is really good. But it's because of Square Enix too.
I didn't really like Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know. Like,
Really?
Did you not?
I mean, I enjoyed
He's
playing
old,
it.
he's old and cynical. He's like me. I don't like the new Star Wars.
No, I enjoyed playing it because it was fun and like it's beautiful, but story wise, it was way too
Because
much.
they had to tie up too many loose ends, man.
Like at
Yeah,
the
it's
end,
wild.
literally every character from every game meets together. I'm like, what the fuck?
But I mean, it was almost like a
They're coming out with new DLC, right?
it was like
Sorta out.
it was like an in-game moment though, which is cool.
You want to have a reunion.
Like all of the heroes from all of the games basically show up for this final battle.
The rule of trilogies is that the third game should have some mirror of the first, and that it should bring about as many characters as it can.
But
There's
I
so many trios.
I thought the conclusion was good and actually sad. That final cinematic when you realize that Sora isn't with everyone because he had to like.
Oh, go save.
I mean, it's not
Kyrie.
explained, but he somehow sacrificed himself to
Bro,
bring
but then
Kyrie
he
back.
ends up in the fucking video game from the Toy Story world.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's
absolutely
like,
true.
what is
Well,
going
does he,
on?
or is that just the character from the video game?
No, he's in that game with the dude.
Oh, he's with that.
I don't
dude.
think it's just as simple as him being in a game, though. I think he's in another world. But yeah,
I don't know why that.
it looks badass because when you see
Is
that,
it all of Kingdom Hearts just like the Matrix? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's
and
layers of the
Xehenort is like
100%.
Xehenort is like Agent Smith or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it feels very much like that.
No, there's definitely layers of reality. That's one of the things that Kingdom Hearts plays around with
Like
quite a bit.
one day, like in the next game, there's gonna be like a Matrix world where like what Morpheus comes and is like, here, take a pill, and like Sora takes the pill and he like wakes up in one of those pods. Like he's literally been in the Matrix. Kingdom Hearts has been in the Matrix the whole time, and he comes out of it.
and he is
He's
just
the
Haley Joel
one.
Osment.
He's Haley Joel Osment. Oh god.
What the heck?
But no, my favorite.
It makes so much sense, actually. It would make the game make way more sense.
Because it doesn't make sense as it is. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it makes no sense.
I think it's fine. Honestly, I think that it's so convoluted that it's just fine.
Because you can't question it.
Yeah, you can't question it. 'cause
If
it's
you,
like-
if you tug on a single
if you-
string, the
if
whole
you
thing
tug on a
unravels.
single- no, if you tug on a single string, then people will be like, oh, it's because it was that was a computer generated world.
You can always explain it
but
away.
how was it computer generated? It's like, yeah, oh, God did it.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's so many
Tell
things.
me
in
it's
Kingdom Hearts.
circular. It's so
there's so
circular
many.
that-
There's so many mystical elements of Kingdom Hearts that you could just sort of point to a mystical element and then it explains everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say? Ian?
My favorite looking character in the whole game.
All right, who's got the
is,
best aesthetic? Yeah.
Vanitas. It's Ventus's like dark side or
So it's
whatever.
the Dark Sora.
Is that the full
Yeah.
face mask thing?
Yeah, he looks so.
Oh, you're talking
fucking
about he's got
cool.
armor.
He looks
Suit of armor.
identical to Sora in the face, but he has like red eyes
I
and
agree.
black hair.
He is
He
pretty
looks
sweet.
so fucking
Kind of
cool.
futuristic looking.
No, my favorite is Game 2 Riku.
Yes.
When it's in the organization.
What's going on
club.
with Game 3 Riku?
Bro, with the Illidan stash?
Game 3, they like chop his hair and give him a stupid like they put him back in like the clothes he had when he
They're
was a
just
kid.
trying to put big zippers on
It
everybody.
looks
dude.
stupid though.
Bro, no, I hate
Well,
that outfit.
because
But
at,
Game 2 Riku is dope as hell for
because
sure.
at the end of 2, he gives up that cloak because he's no longer has to disguise himself as
Give him a
Orion.
better
He has those
outfit, though.
lame-ass yellow
Give him a better
clothes
outfit. Yeah, he looks so
underneath.
dumb.
Yeah, they outfit change
And the
every.
sweat-
No, but the haircut was
Like-
actually better because
Shorter?
They made him look like a grown-ass adult in 2, which he shouldn't be. So I think they toned that back down in 3, and they're like, wait.
3, they make him look like a teen.
He's still a teen.
And he looks
Bro.
not as cool.
When he had the eye sash though,
No.
and the robe,
Eye sash, number 2.
The robe and the eye sash.
The Illidan look.
bro, unbelievable.
No, it was cool.
That's a cool aesthetic.
Is that the
Yeah.
coolest look though in the entire?
Yes.
I like.
I like
I'm sorry.
Game 1 Ansem. I think he looks badass.
Game on Anthem's pretty cool.
He's just freaking like freaking super low V with the heartless symbol tattooed on his chest.
very much a product of his
Yeah,
time.
and if you play Final Fantasy, a lot of those are inspired by Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But like, there's a character in Final Fantasy X. God, what's his name? You played it, right? What's the
No, he's in Kingdom Hearts 2. I know exactly what you're talking about. It looks identical to Ansem.
Yeah.
Yeah. You play like the
He's a villain in
as
Final
Roxas,
Fantasy
you
X.
fight him with the little sticks.
But
I know
yeah,
who you're talking about the guy. With
Oh,
the blue
yeah.
hair.
You're talking about, right?
yeah,
He looks
summoner?
just like
the
him.
summoner guy. He has a very low
Low
V
V.
and just shirt off abs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Just straight to the dick, basically.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite looking?
You know, Xehenort with that goatee,
Or you just sarcastic?
bald hair. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't look cool. He's super powerful. I mean, that's one of his attributes that makes him good. And he drives the plot so much because he sets everything in motion. Coolest looking. I think Game 2 Riku. I think
Game 2
Riku.
Riku's
Or,
Game 2
or
Riku's
also
amazing.
end of Game 1 Riku when he's in the Heartless outfit
No,
with the
I
Wingblade.
was gonna say when you first see
Wingblade's
him.
dope.
You first see him like that at Hollow Bastion. Because
Yeah.
he just took your Keyblade and you're
Oh,
going to
Hollow
fight him
Bastion.
for the first time.
Yeah,
And
he
you see
looks
that outfit
badass.
with the skirt and shit, you're like, oh shit.
Yes.
Oh,
Also-
God.
That fight, when he's like full Heartless mode, is the hardest fight in like the entire series.
No, that fight he's still Riku, but then you fight him again in Hollow Bastion to like save Kairi, and he has the
Damn,
anthem
I
voice.
remember
Yeah.
that shit.
He is
Yeah, he has
so
the
bad.
anthem voice.
That fight took so many tries.
Yeah.
It's harder than the final fight.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And you
fun,
couldn't
though.
skip cinematics back then, so you just had to hear. There's
Yeah.
no way you're
Yeah,
taking
there's no way you're taking
Kyrie's heart.
Kyrie's heart.
With the metal
Don't diss
chocobo.
him.
Yes, you have stupid ass metal chocobo in the cinematic.
Yeah, it's always like this.
Yeah, and it's in that kid voice too. So it just
It's
gets
Haley
spammed.
Joel Osment. Don't diss Haley Joel Osment.
There's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart.
I love it.
Just so
It's
childlike.
so good.
I like King Mickey in
Oh,
the
no.
black robe
King Mickey.
with the hood up, but the ears still poked.
Anyone in
So
a
sick.
robe looks badass.
Oh,
but yeah, King Mickey.
those,
King Mickey.
what are
It's
those?
just black on
Those
black
are,
at that
those are
point.
Organization 13,
So sick.
right?
Yeah.
Organization 13 robes are pretty dope.
King Mickey is dope because he's like prequels Yoda.
He's pretty much
he just
Yoda.
like
He's pretty
he
much
just
Yoda.
like flips around and
Oh.
whoops
Oh,
So
bro.
powerful.
with his golden
No, in
keyblade.
part 2, when you find out like you're like, fuck, dude, I lost this boss fight, I died, and it says like play as Mickey, you're like what the
Yes,
fuck?
you get defeated. Mickey hops in and
Yeah,
didn't
you get
know.
to
I heard.
you get
Yeah.
to play as
yeah, me
Mickey.
too.
I guess I never
Occasionally,
lost a fight.
Oh,
You
shit.
probably play on easy, but that's
I've never.
But yeah, no. Occasionally, when you would get defeated, instead of having to reload, King Mickey would hop in and like save you,
And,
Wow.
and he literally was a playable character.
and
so
it was
much
so
fun.
badass. Because yeah, he just like hops
like Yoda.
around real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yoda attacking the clones. Yoda.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is before you know he's the Keyblade Master. You know
Yeah,
he
the
has some
golden
association
Keyblade.
with the key.
well, it's in
Keyblade stuff.
between
That's simple.
in between 2 and 3. Riku and King Mickey become like legitimate Keyblade
Well,
masters.
Riku was like gifted that ability by Terra. You find out in like the Birth by Sleep game. Is it like
But he-
Terra
but-
found him?
Like
And they're
all
basically,
just aspects
they
of
do
the, or reflections
like
of the-
training with the Yin Sid.
There's a lot of like reincarnation type stuff
definitely.
going on in this game. Like it feels very much like it's about like souls, hearts, and stuff like that.
Before we get on to
And, like,
that, people
yeah.
who don't look cool. Sora with his goofy ass shoes.
In
Why does
one-
this man? Yes, in one he looks so bad.
His shoes are bigger than his head.
His shoes are literally one shoe
Yeah.
is bigger than his whole head and neck.
Okay, yeah. Also,
What? Hello?
also, Kingdom Hearts 1 is so much less fluid than 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
so
an
no,
old
that's
game.
good.
Literally, you jump like this, like, you press circle, it goes,
Yep.
and flying is like,
Yeah, no, it's insane.
2, you're kind of like, you know, a little more
But what
fluid.
I will say about Sora in 2, he does look a lot cooler when
I
you
think
get all the
Sora
forms.
because you get the blackout and you get the blackout.
dual
Oh, yeah.
wielding
No.
keyblades.
So-
I think Sora
White
looks
form
dope.
or
But
whatever?
yeah, adding forms was cool for sure.
I think
I like blue form Sora.
Game 2 Sora and Riku I think are the best aesthetics.
I like Ultima form where he just like crosses his arms and Keyblades are
And
just
float-
Yeah,
floating
yeah,
around.
right.
Oh man,
No, it's very Gilgamesh for
that does
phase.
look dope.
And
Yeah,
he
that's
just
cool.
literally just floats around and the Keyblades attack themselves.
Yes.
Oh my god,
That's-
so
that's
loud.
You're right. Yeah.
No,
So who wins that aesthetics? Like Sora 2 or Riku Game 2?
the thing is,
say
even
Riku.
even at
Riku
Sora's
too.
height, he's not as cool. But it's close.
I say
Aesthetically.
Riku or Ansem are the coolest looking dudes.
Yeah.
What about Xemnas? I think he looks cool as fuck. I
It's
do.
also cool, and he has like lightsabers.
I like those.
Yeah.
I think they're badass.
Whatever.
And his voice, dude.
He doesn't get as much play
love
though.
it.
Can we talk about Kyrie?
Why?
She's pretty important.
No.
She's important.
She's a plot device.
They wasted her character in 3
No,
so bad.
they do to her what they do to all Disney.
She lives in
females
MacGuffin?
in Disney. She's just a thing to
No, but
chase
the thing
and
is,
save. It's
in
kind of sad.
3, they have Axel train her to fight with the Keyblade.
So you think maybe
Dude,
something's gonna happen?
in like a hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah,
She's-
literally
I
a
heard about
hyperbolic
that,
time
yeah.
chamber.
And
So-
Xehenort just goes to her.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, finally she's gonna fight like
Kyrie's
alongside
I thought you'd be
Sora.
able to play
It's
her.
gonna be badass.
I thought you'd be able to play her.
Instantly defeated.
But this is what they do to female characters in like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Naruto also like anytime Sakura would like she would get a new ability, be like, all right, Sakura's about to get dope, and then she would never do anything.
Yeah.
Well, she was
It's-
powerful.
she
She's
used to
not
become
ever
like
as
so
powerful
you're
as-
saying
a damsel in
Sexist?
distress. I think it's very sexist.
It actually
Oh,
is.
she was literally.
all of the main characters in
It was
Kingdom Hearts are
literally
boys.
damsel in distress. That's the only reason
Aqua.
Sora had to
Come
fight.
on.
Aqua's.
Oh.
I was okay.
Evil
honorable mention
Aqua. Evil
I was
Aqua
gonna mention.
looks fucking sick.
I was gonna mention Aqua. Whenever I
That
played
Aqua fight,
Bro,
my
Dark
God.
Very scary. Yeah, I'd put it in.
I played so.
I got one instant agreement and one.
I like how we're talking about Kingdom Hearts is so sexist. Yeah, I'd bang Aqua. Like
No.
No, she's
Evil
really,
Aqua.
Evil Aqua.
Big difference.
My
Bro,
bad.
she's so badass as Evil
But
Aqua.
I loved when I played Birth by Sleep, right? It's the PSP one.
yeah.
When I played that one, I
Wait,
played as
the which one?
What?
PSP. That's how you say PSP. It's just,
This is bad. I gotta go. Actually.
anyway, it got a little hotter in here. I don't know why. But anyway, when I played Birth by Sleep, I played Aqua, and I thought she's a really cool character. I think
she is.
I mean, she.
Aqua's the coolest out of Birth by Sleep by far.
I think she sets up because that game takes place in the past.
Yeah.
I think she does the most.
Well, she is the most powerful of the three of them.
to ensure that Xehanort doesn't succeed in the future.
She's the master.
She's the master of those three.
The first
Yeah.
master. She's the master before King Mickey.
Isn't
Yeah.
she the one who seals?
I was going to choose Aqua before I chose Xehanort.
She seals
really
Ventus,
cool.
right? She's the one who seals Ventus into the future,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yes.
To Sora's body. Yeah.
I mean, she does so much.
She
does a lot.
Very
bro,
critical.
but
I'm saying she sets up a lot, and she also makes the first sacrifice, really, because
Yeah.
she falls into the darkness to let
Oh yeah.
Ventus and
She's
Terra
trapped
escape.
in the darkness that whole
The
time
whole-
and finally gets released in 3.
Until
Yeah, and
3.
she's tainted by
you
it,
find
right?
out though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the-
even the most
but
powerful can
you like
be corrupted.
purify her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's wild.
I think
I find
she's
it
a really cool
scary.
character.
it's
Yeah.
fun. Dude, the music during that fight,
No.
some of the best.
I also-
crazy. Best.
I like her story too because in her story, like Xehanort is doing all this manipulation and shit with Ventus and Terra, but she's incorruptible. I mean, she basically his whole thing with her is get her out of the fucking way because I gotta, I'm trying to use these other pawns and she's gonna ruin everything. And she does.
She's the coolest out of
She spoils Xehanort's early plan,
Yeah.
and then she sets it up so that they can continue to spoil Xehanort's plan. So yeah, I think I would have picked her if I didn't pick Xehanort.
There's another female main character is Shion.
Uh-huh.
She's in
Yeah, I don't know.
358.
Yeah, I don't know too
And
much about Shion.
she makes an appearance in 3, like, because their trio is Axel, Roxas, and her. They're
Her
like
heart is also in
Sora.
Sora.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were like best friends.
He's literally a
It's got
trash can.
Shion, Ventus.
What about
That's what I'm saying.
Naminé?
She's also
You really like
extremely
Naminé?
important.
Naminé is
Naminé is
Kyrie's
Kyrie's
nobody.
nobody.
Yeah. When Kyrie loses her body. Yeah.
Naminé's there to repair
I think it's so
Sora's
sick
heart
on that
after-
intro.
Again,
The intro to 2, you see her like painting Sora in a pod, and then he's like freaking out, getting captured.
The
Yeah.
cinematic is basically all
It just makes
of
you.
Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
There's like,
Yeah.
don't play Chain of Memories because
just
nobody
watch the
did.
cinematic.
Just
yeah.
watch this.
I played it. You played it.
I played it, of course.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
played it with my little.
We played it.
little
I
light
tried
that
it,
plugs into my
and then
phone.
I was back in Traverse Town, and I was like, I'm not playing this.
It's bad.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
not good.
Number one. Okay, let's say that what's the worst world.
But I wanted to
think
hear
that's
more
a good
stories.
thing to say.
The worst
Okay.
music? No,
worst
no,
world?
no,
No,
no, no, no, no.
It's the worst world.
Worst
Yeah,
world.
Traverse Town.
Or no, Twilight Town's also pretty.
Oh, but Trevor, you have to
Twilight
have a
Town
Traverse
is-
Town. You have to find a
No,
place to go
but-
back to and buy shit.
Why would you get the shittiest music?
The only reason like I never want to play 1 again is from Little Mermaid World. I can't do it.
It was all like musical based, right?
No,
Or
it's
was
not
that
even
two?
that.
That was in 2.
It's an actual world. In the
It's
first
because
one.
like the controls are inverted and you have to like
For the
swim.
swimming.
Just being
and shit
underwater is
is
poop.
so
That was tough, yeah.
fucking bad.
The gameplay is not great.
I thought the
there.
Pirates of the Caribbean world was pretty
I
cool. in
hate
2.
every
Cool.
single Pirates. Cause
Oh
they,
yeah, I say your favorite world too. That's a good topic.
favorite world?
Hollow Bastion
All
for
Master's
game
pretty
one
sweet.
is amazing.
Mine's
even though it's not really Disney associated.
Mine's Castle That Never Was.
Castle Never.
And 2.
It's basically all just the.
I always liked
And
going
places
to
are
Nightmare
cool.
Before Christmas World.
Oh yeah.
That's always one of my
it's really
favorites.
cool. It is cool because like we like these Disney movies, and you get to be a part of them.
Yeah, you do.
That's the other cool thing about it.
The
Is
thing
like
is, like, I
video
love
games.
I love Tron, but I
people-
hate the Tron
Yeah.
world.
Oh, Tron
fuck
World.
that.
Tron world is poop.
for people who don't understand like video games, but like you get to have the enjoyment of a story. So I mean, if you like reading books or watching movies, a video game also can have even better stories sometimes than some movies and books that I've read, and you get to be a part of the story.
I think I was talking.
That's what's
I
cool
was
about
talking to Ann about this, about how I think video
So you
games
get
are
to be a part of all your favorite Disney movies. Yeah,
No, I
it's
think
really
I
cool.
think it's a pillar of culture. A
What?
lot,
Video games?
Video games.
Oh, definitely.
Books, movies,
There are some video game stories that are amazing.
video games.
Yeah, there's some video game
It's
stories
very
that
easy to engage with too.
Yeah.
Much like a film.
I mean, they've made movies out of like Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed.
None of them good. There's not a single good.
There's like 6 Tomb Raiders.
Game
One of them
movie.
has to be good.
No, all bad. I've seen them all.
All right, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children's really good, but that was made by Square
Bro,
Enix.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. It's so good.
It's not. I'm
You
talking
don't-
about live
you don't
action, man.
understand.
It's so good, man.
There's
I
no
think
good live
the
action.
quality of that movie looks good to this day.
It's amazing.
Like,
when
it's
you-
so
doesn't
well
quite hold
done.
up, but it's okay.
No, it
It's
holds
still
up
good.
so well.
Bro, when
You like
first
that part
see
where-
Sephiroth turn into him, I'm just like, holy shit.
It's very good, man. Yeah,
I
it's
just
very good.
I hate Sephiroth.
Also, I heard
and hate
somebody
Cloud,
shitting
so-
on-
I love Sephiroth.
So yeah, it's a combination of Square Enix that made Final Fantasy. That's why they're big. But I've seen people shit on like it's so random that there are Final Fantasy characters in this game. But here's my deal: it's like you do have to populate this game with some characters that are not just like Disney cartoons, and like why not use Final Fantasy characters if
Also,
you have the licenses
The
it's made by the
point
same people?
of this setting is that it spans across like all worlds.
Many worlds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that includes Final
Yeah.
Fantasy or whatever.
But I think it's cool. I mean, you get like heroes of Disney, like Hercules, that help you, and then you get like heroes of Final Fantasy that help you. You know, it's kind of neat.
Also, it helped carry the popularity of the first game. That's why in the third game there's like no Final Fantasy characters. By that point,
They brought him back for the
no,
deal.
no,
I
there's
think there's
literally
like
none. The
I
third,
think there's like
zero.
an issue
But-
with that. 'Cause,
well,
like,
but-
they just couldn't.
All of the characters that are made in Kingdom Hearts are basically like they're Square Enix characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Xehenort, Xemnas, Sora, all
The
those are
OG
not, those are not Disney.
None
those
of the
are
Disney
Square
characters.
Enix.
My
So they
favorite
replaced it with
character
new
is actually,
characters.
Phil from Hercules.
Philatides, yeah.
That's his name, right?
Philatides, yeah.
I love him, bro.
not voiced.
He's,
by,
he's like, I got 2 words
He's not voiced
for
by
you,
Danny
kid.
DeVito.
I
Yeah.
don't
just
think it's
yells
voiced by
run.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, it is the
Same
first
as my
one.
honorable mention from Disney villains. Pete. Pete is a reoccurring villain in all
In
three
game two,
games.
in game two, he's a foil in a lot. Every world you go to,
Yeah,
he's
you're
on your
constantly
tail.
running into Pete. He's like Maleficent's right hand man.
You're going to these
He's
worlds.
not right.
He's kind of a
He
goon.
just is.
Yeah,
he's
it's
kind of a
crazy.
goon.
You're
in that
trying
one.
to purify these worlds, and he's trying to stop you.
Yeah.
Bro, the
love
best
Pete.
fight, Kingdom Hearts 2, Hollow Bastion, Heartless fight,
Yes.
where they just
Where you're in the
warp you
field.
and you're like this
Infinite-
big.
yeah,
No,
it's
that's
they're like
just so
all
dumb.
around.
You have to, it's just the counter going up of how
That's
many
what I'm saying.
hurdles.
Hollow Bastion is
And you
awesome.
like grab the nobody and use it as like a laser cannon.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yes,
about?
yes.
That's
That fight
kind of
is
stupid.
insane.
but-
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
hard to
cool.
talk
No,
about.
it's cool.
It's hard to talk about video games without talking about the actual gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
gameplay. I mean, we don't have playable characters, but I mean, we've seen them in fights, right? We've seen like
Well, you
Xehanort
fought
fight.
against them.
Yeah, you fight against them. So
Uh,
who's the coolest like techniques and moves and stuff? I mean,
well, like I said,
it's really hard to beat Sora's like
Sora,
fucking ultimate.
as the main
Because he's the main
character.
character. He gets all of the juice.
Yeah, he gets all the
All the
moves.
forms,
I think zones
all
get
of
cool
the
stuff too.
interactions.
I mean, everyone loves Sephiroth and like in
Not
Final
me.
Fantasy VII.
No.
All right, whatever.
I think he's got the
Sephiroth
second.
has a huge fandom.
There's
Sephiroth has
nothing,
the second lamest weapon.
there's nothing to not like about Sephiroth.
Yeah, yeah.
A badass man in armor with a wing and a
Yeah,
katana.
it's so.
Let me
cool.
fly with
What?
my
I
one
love
wing.
it.
I have a
also-
sword that is 800 feet long.
Yeah, we're not talking about Final Fantasy right now.
Oh,
we will
save it,
one
save
day.
it for
Well, he's
We
in
will.
Kingdom Hearts.
But Sephiroth has
Black.
a really cool aesthetic, and his story is
But
cool
he's
in
in
Final
them.
Fantasy.
He's
Not
in
cool at
Kingdom
all.
Hearts.
His story is cool in Final Fantasy.
Briefly.
He's in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I
One and
wanted,
two-
I
one and
wanted to
two.
pick
Don't you
him.
only fight him though in the tournament, like the Hercules tournament?
No, 2 you fight him in Hollow
He's
Bastion.
like a secret boss.
Always secret boss. Cloud 2, right?
After you beat him, Cloud shows up. For some reason, it took him for you all the time for you to beat him, for him to finally show
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and then he just
He has
takes
to
care
carry
of
on the actual worst weapon to ever be invented.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
The Buster
Wow,
Sword.
Buster Sword's so cool.
The Buster Sword is a
I hate-
ripoff of
I
an
hate-
actual
I mean, we
weapon.
can go play Smash Bros right now.
Yeah.
If y'all want.
Let's
But
go.
we can't because we don't
I
got
wish
that.
we could.
We
No.
can't.
Yeah.
I wish, yeah.
Some dark
Um,
side.
Speaking of
which
weapons,
Smash
Keyblades.
Bros characters
Oh,
is
I was
your
gonna say, talking about gameplay, Sora's the coolest moves, but like I said, he'd just be dead without Donald Duck. It's just
Yeah,
Yeah, but
He needs a
he can
support.
do
I
everything
actually
that Donald
do
can do.
die a lot
Right?
of times when Donald gets knocked out.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
die
You
quite
need-
frequently.
It's because you don't want to use your MP to cast Cure Aug on yourself.
You
Because
need those passive
you're selfish.
heals. You're not doing it yourself.
unwilling to use a hotkey potion.
When you're creating your character at the beginning, none of y'all are choosing staff. You're all choosing sword because you want to go full melee.
Yeah.
So you need,
I always choose staff or shield.
So you need
I
Donald
played the
to
game
heal you.
3 times and I've chosen all 3, but yeah.
Now, sword is lame. But the thing is,
You
the
get that bonus
is
to attack.
the keyblade is the main weapon. So what are you gonna do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But Sora by virtue of being the main character has the coolest gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
You can't really beat the ultimate forms. They're just so sick.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, he's not even a Keyblade master. Riku is.
Yeah, he does all of that stuff. and not even a master. That
Riku
makes-
does fight pretty badass because you get to
Oh,
play
yeah.
as him against
Oh, when you get to play
Evil Terra.
Riku, very cool.
Yeah.
Not Terra, Evil Aqua.
Yeah.
You actually play as him only
Yeah.
during the whole
Who's
fight.
got the best scene? Who's got the best scene? Is it Donald with the
cutscene?
is it Donald blast that?
Donald
is it
set a flare
Riku?
pretty insane.
Is it Riku running up the side of the building?
Riku
just
fighting
destroying
rocks
Heartless?
is
That's amazing.
incredibly awesome.
Bro, the cutscenes
Is it
make
Sora?
everything
Sora.
sweet.
Literally every other cutscene,
But most of Sora's
which one rides
cutscenes are
above?
like,
him getting fucked up.
"Don't hurt my friends,"
No,
or
literally.
"I'll save the princess."
I'm trying to
There's
think.
no way.
Like
No.
Sora is.
Xehenort is not necessarily cool.
Sora
needs a
not-
lot of help from his friends.
Yeah, he's not that.
I think
cool.
Xehenort has that cool because there's I think the secret ending to number 2 or whatever.
Oh, insane! When he's
Where-
destroying Venta, Aqua,
Where he's
and Terra.
wielding all of those keyblades, just throwing
Yes.
them around.
He
That's
literally
pretty amazing.
annihilates
I think
the
that's
3 of
cool.
them. And
Oh, that
that's the first
intro
time you
to
see them
Breath
when
by
they're
Sleep?
armored.
That's
Yeah.
the intro to
And
Breath
the,
by
Yeah,
Sleep.
Keyblade Graveyard.
And he's just like,
Pretty. I remember when
That's epic.
when you first saw that after a couple years after 2, you're like, oh my god, 3's coming out.
Yeah, we had to wait a decade.
yeah.
We had to wait a
So
long
these
time.
games, so what?
It's
The
brutal.
first one came out when I was 10. Second one came out when I was 18. Third one came out when I was 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come out
A little bit of a wait.
every 9 years.
You can't rush a masterpiece.
So I'll be 36 when the next game comes out. Okay.
What's your favorite cutscene, bro?
Is there a great one for Sora where I'm missing? Like a really cool
all of the
one?
openers are cool.
The openers
Oh,
for Sora
and they,
are cool.
and they all revolve around Sora,
That's true.
Donald, and
That's
Goofy.
true.
The saddest cutscene is in 1 when Sora gets betrayed by Donald and Goofy. They're like, we gotta follow the Keyblade Master, and they choose evil Riku, and Sora's just a wooden sword in Hollow Bastion.
No,
by
that part
himself.
is messed up.
You know what I'm talking about? You're
Yeah.
like, bro, it's so sad.
No, but I love all the openers because it plays a lot with
The
him
openers are great.
and his reflection and stuff
Like I
whenever
said,
he falls in the ocean and things of that
Yeah,
sort.
when you see that opener, it gets you hyped.
And also, even the endings, well, not of 3. 3 is so sad because of the
No, the
abs-
ending of 3 is so sad.
with no Sora, that is
Yeah.
actually really sad.
fucked.
It is
Yeah.
incredible because all the other endings, it's like Sora reuniting with his friends and it's so happy and shit. But the end of 3, there's just
It
no Sora.
shows everyone on Destiny Island having a happy reunion,
Party.
and scanning over everyone. Then you see Sora and Kairi sitting up on the Palpu.
And Sora
tree.
fades away.
Yeah, so they're together, and you're like, "Oh, nice, he saved her."
Yes.
and then
There's
you
a
see
picture.
that she's crying. You're like, "Wait, what the fuck's
And then,
happening?"
dude, it
and
gives
then
me
he
chills.
just fades
I'm
out.
chills
and it's
right
so
now.
sad.
It is so sad, dude. No, it's literally because the 2 main titles, it's all about reuniting at the end with your friends. You go through this long journey,
Yeah.
and you feel so happy, but the end is
So, like I said, just 1 and 2, and they'll be good.
Was that
Just play one or
sacrifice random? Because the guy that was criticizing that video I was telling y'all that I linked in there, he was saying that it was random, that it
Why?
didn't need to happen, and then it just kind of was thrown in at the end.
I thought
he just sacrificed
I
himself.
assumed it always had to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's random. It just wasn't explained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it goes from boss fight. The boss basically kills Kairi,
he has the X-Blade at that
and
point, right?
so she's gone. You defeat him,
And then he just
and then you're like, "I'm gonna find a way to save Kairi." Then it goes to the cutscene, and you see that she's back, but he.
It's completely unexplained what
isn't.
happened.
So yeah, it's unexplained. But I'm
because there's going to
assuming-
be another game
Well,
called.
there's a DLC. That's
The DLC comes
I
out
think
very
it's
soon.
explained in the DLC.
It's already out.
No,
It's
it
at
comes
the
out
end
the
of this
3rd
month.
month.
But the point is that
is it free or is that you have to buy that?
But
you have to buy it, of course. It's all monetized by corporate Rita.
on.
But the point
Any
is,
DLC now you have to buy. There's no free content.
yeah, it's insane.
All right.
I mean, you have to play it. It legitimately
So
is upsetting at
I
that
would-
point. You're
I
like,
would-
how can this man not have a good ending after he went
Yeah,
through
no.
all of this to just get reunited with
Yeah,
Kairi?
no, it's incredibly sad.
Like, I know that he wants to, he has to find Riku too, but really, at the end of the day, it is about, I feel him and Kairi
Yeah.
coming back together, the 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then for that to not happen is so fucking depressing. To
I'm
me.
gonna
I
say
hate that shit so
I'm
bad.
gonna say my favorite cutscene is Riku Game 2 going up and fighting the Heartless. I think
that's not
my
even a
favorite
full
cutscene.
cinematic. That's just a cutscene, right?
It's like
No,
it's pretty long. It's
I
like
don't
2
even know
minutes.
when it happened.
It's like 2 minutes. I think it might.
No,
have
but
been.
what I'm saying is it's not rendered.
I think it might have been like a
right?
secret ending
It's
or
just an
something.
in-game
Yeah, it
thing.
was. Because that fight scene, you actually get to play through it in 358/2. What?
Such an absurd name.
The name is bad. The name is horrible.
Some crazy
It makes no
games.
sense.
There's 10 plus games.
But you do get the.
No, but all the other games are named regularly. Chain of Memories, Birth by Sleep.
yeah.
What is with this?
Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance.
Also,
That game fucking
also the
sucks.
game that none of us played, which is the browser game called Something Crossing. You
The
know what I'm
mobile
talking
game?
Oh, I tried
Yeah,
it.
it's like
I tried it.
Or what about Recoded?
Recoded now.
There's that one that's entirely like in the digital world.
Wait, what is that?
Sounds bad.
Exactly. None of us played that
Sounds
one.
So
bad.
apparently-
What was it on? Game Boy?
The browser
Probably
game.
PS3,
What I saw was called. They were calling it a browser game, and it's like,
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, you play as like some female key wielder, which that's cool. Finally, a keyblade wielder is female, but it's a game that no one played.
There are a lot of female Keyblade wielders. I assume
Aqua.
at least 50%.
Well, yeah, but we don't get to see them. We only get to see Aqua, and Kyrie's like hinted at, and then apparently nothing, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, and then like you find
Oh,
out.
Shion.
You find out that there's like it's a backstory game. It's like telling you how like it introduces another thing. It's like this black box that like apparently Maleficent gets her hands on at the end of.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
relevant.
yeah.
That's introduced in that game. So yeah, you literally it's insane what they've set up. Kingdom Hearts.
No.
Whoever created this game is
The lore is absolutely
maniacal.
Oh,
He's
it
a
doesn't make
maniac.
it doesn't make no sense.
He's a maniac.
Yet I still find myself constantly.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
addicted to it.
What?
The
The
game.
story, even though
It's
we
insane.
don't understand it,
It's
we want
insane,
more.
even though we love. Yeah,
If you make it so crazy, nobody can question it.
that's true.
The game is not too good.
And it's got all
But
the things
it's
I love.
my
about it.
favorite game.
Yeah. It's not a good game, but Ann just knows everything about these games.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that say about you as a person?
Yeah, out of all of us, I was telling them that you probably know the most.
We'll be right back after this advertisement from our favorite handyman. How you doing, folks? It's Mike's. That's right, I'm Mike's nobody. And I'm here to talk to you about something that everyone cares about, no matter what age, religion, ethnicity, or political affiliation. And that's the fountain of youth. That's right, even newborn babies want to go back into the womb after they're born. And when you're a nobody my age, you got so many aches and pains to deal with that you pray for that 10-year period between Kingdom Hearts games. That's why I'm here to offer you a new product that Organization 13 has been working on. And that's the Sora Heart Receptacle. That's right, for 12 difficult payments of your entire life savings, because who can put a price on youth, you can be on our Sora family plan. That means you can store not only your heart in Sora, but also the hearts of your brothers, sisters, mothers, nieces, aunts, even your dogs. Thank goodness Master Xehenort found a way for us to all look how we feel. There is a fountain of youth, and it's called the Sora Heart Receptacle. Get yours now before Disney buys our company out and jacks up the price.
So what's the best cutscene, Bran? If we're gonna categorize, let's do the categories now. I said Riku game 2, that scene where he's running up the thing. That one's the one that I think is the coolest, the best.
There's so many.
Is it Donald? Is it one of the intros with Sora?
No, for me,
Is it Xehanort walking with his hands behind his back towards a computer?
the lamest thing. For me, I literally do think my favorite cutscene from the entire series is the ending of KH3.
Yeah.
It tugs
Because
at the heartstrings.
It's the most
so much.
impactful.
And that's Sora, yeah. Okay. So do you
Well,
agree with him?
yeah.
But it has all the characters.
It has all the characters,
yeah.
but the main thing is you're like, damn.
Well, it's about Sora, yeah.
It's legit sad.
That's the most impactful. But yeah, there's a few other sad ones like that. So
Oh,
the Donald one
absolutely.
is.
But can we say
also-
definitively? I'm saying like I like the Riku one. I think that's the best
Yeah,
one that
also
I've seen.
the ending of 3.
Ending
Also
of 3.
probably
What do you think? Best
Best
scene.
cutscene overall.
I'm trying to think, bro.
Just whatever comes naturally.
Yeah,
Let's
whatever
be
you
honest.
feel in your heart.
The one that's the most memorable.
Probably in 2 when Kairi and Sora meet up with Riku in the castle that never was or whatever.
Yeah.
And Sora and Kairi and Riku all hold hands when he's in the evil form, and then they close their eyes and they see him as his normal self.
Oh wow.
And it plays this sad ass music, and he's like,
When-
"Oh,
that's
shit."
beautiful.
No, that scene is very good. That's
Yeah.
when he's explaining that he's been in
Because he
hiding.
looks
Yeah.
exactly like
And
Ansem.
they're like, we're looking for you. And he's like, I didn't want to be found.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed. And that's when finally his friends accept him back. He removes the eye sash because he's no longer in hiding.
I see.
All right.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So Sora and Riku have the best cutscenes. We'll say our favorite ones are Sora and Riku.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, I say Game 2 Riku again.
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah, because he's the most adult looking. Kids suck.
So you agree?
yeah,
Game 2 Riku's the best
Sora
aesthetic.
always looks kind of goofy.
Sora looks like a main character. And that's his problem. Whenever he doesn't look like a main character is when he's coolest. All his Ultima forms are very cool. But
Or I like his alternate forms when you go to the Disney worlds.
Yeah, okay.
Some of those are pretty badass. In 3, his pirate outfit in 3 was freaking sick.
It looked pretty dope.
Some of them are
Alright.
very bad though.
Now here's
Like
where
just being a lion.
I've been laying low on Xehenort, but here's where Xehanort's going to shine.
Okay.
Plot drivers. I mean, this dude orchestrated pretty much game 1, 2, 3, like all these games is because of the stuff he's doing, right? I think Xehanort's got to take it on plot driving, right? I mean, everybody else is playing his game.
But the problem is
Everybody else is playing this dude's
Well, you
game.
can't argue that
he's-
because he's
he's-
the creator.
That's what I'm saying.
but
But
he baits the
He's
hook, but
pulling the strings.
someone has to bite though. Otherwise
Yeah.
there's no plot.
I guess.
The person who has to bite is Sora.
But who's driving that plot? I mean, it's the plot of the story, right?
Even
So,
Riku does a lot of plot related shit. Though.
Riku does a lot of things.
like, makes things
Every
happen.
time Sora is like in the hibernation pod or lost in the
It's up
digital
to
world,
one- yeah, Riku.
Riku is the one doing the real world investigating
It's absolutely
because
true.
Sora always goes missing.
Sora's a bitch.
Sora is literally, like I said, I feel like he's just a receptacle.
I
for
feel
everybody's
like
hearts.
he's a receptacle, but also I feel like he's a reaction. He's reactionary. He's going to these worlds that have been corrupted to seal them.
Of course.
And he's
That's how-
fighting all these nobodies and all these. But he then finds out that the things he's doing are all a part of Xehanort's plan. Like every time he's killing one of these heartless nobodies, he's helping to fuel Xehanort's
Do
plan.
you think they knew that was how it was going to be when they
I
didn't want
don't.
to? I absolutely
Whatever,
don't.
but you never know how a story comes together. But it did.
I still feel like 3 wrapped up that story pretty nice.
Yeah, I had no issue with. I understand how people could
So,
have issues, but I had no issues.
I think Xehanort. If we're going to talk about who drives the plot the most, I think it's Xehanort.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that Sora's an
issue-
object of the plot.
You
more than
you just don't know that it's him
Yeah.
until like 3, really.
Yeah. Well, but again, I think if we were we'll do the prequels one day, but I think it would be pretty arguable that Palpatine is like the driver of that plot because he creates the clone army. He does
Yeah,
it,
no, for
even though he's behind the scenes.
I think
He
maybe
is the driver of
the
plot.
Force
Yeah, no,
itself was the primary
God.
driver of the plot. Am I
Anyway.
wrong?
I don't know.
Bro, I was so
Whatever
hoping
Drive
for a
says.
Star Wars world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or a Marvel?
I remember we were
Marvel
talking
World,
about that. How cool
I think that would
been.
taint it a little bit. I mean, I think it needs to be Disney.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not the same.
It's
Imagine
Disney
a
to be Disney.
lightsaber keyblade though.
No, that shit.
You fucking cool.
Can we talk about the Keyblade for a second as a weapon?
Well, yes.
What do we think about the Keyblade?
I'm fine with it
I mean,
because I play the
logically,
game.
like
I've been playing since I was 10, so I'm fine with it.
it would be a shitty weapon, but I love them.
It's like a mace, right? We love
They
maces.
look freaking cool.
Yeah.
Coolest Keyblade. I like Kingdom Key. I'm not
Kingdom
even.
Key is always good.
I love
but,
Kingdom Key.
But Mickey's version, the golden one.
Oh yeah,
I have
absolutely.
to say
Mickey's
Oblivion.
Oblivion, yes,
Hands
that's what I was
down.
gonna say.
Oblivion's
Hands
okay.
down.
Oblivion
Chocobo?
Key. Metal Chocobo
No,
is garbage
no.
because it looks like Cloud Sword. It's freaking dude.
The thing is,
It doesn't even look like
Kingdom
it.
Key is the most iconic.
it's just a
though, for
block
sure.
of metal.
And Kingdom Key is
But
also
there's some cool.
Ultima Web stuff.
Ultima.
There's too much going on.
Honorable mention.
for me.
Honorable
Kingdom Key
mention,
is
Gummy
simple.
Ship.
I love gummy.
That's Matt's favorite part of the game is
Dude,
building
I
gummy
ships.
love doing the gummy. I always love doing the stupid shit.
To travel between the
Gummy
world,
ship.
to travel between the world, you have to do mini games on a ship called a gummy ship, and
Chip
you
and
have
Dale.
to with Chip and Dale from
Yeah.
the Disney universe, and you're traveling on
And
this gummy
Sid
ship.
from
One of the many Sids.
Final
It's
Fantasy.
the Final
literally-
Fantasy X Sid.
I will tell you right
Always
now.
at the 7 Sid.
Every time
might
I
be the
beat
seventh
I
Sid.
beat a world, I dreaded having to get in that gummy ship and
Oh, yeah.
find a way
Really?
to
No,
the next
I
one.
hate it.
I hated it. I just wanted to get to the
No
next
one
one
likes
so
it but
bad.
Matt.
I love flying around the gummy ship. You have to build the gummy ship and shit.
Bro, it's
I
so
never
boring.
customized my
I
gummy
never
ship. Such a
customized
waste
the
of
one.
time.
Base gummy ship. No, hell no.
Base gummy ship the whole game.
I had level 1 gummy.
When we played KH3 and we would take breaks, I would use
Oh, yeah.
those. I would use those breaks for
We
like
would
an
stop
hour.
to like go eat and shower. Matt would just build like
1 hour. 1 hour of building the most optimized gummy ship I could possibly build from a break.
like literally guns on every possible surface.
It's a brick with guns attached.
Bro, fuck Kingdom Hearts 3 because one of the things you have to do to get the Ultima Weapon in that game is
gummy
beat
ship
every
activities.
single gummy ship mission.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah, all of them.
Do what you gotta
And
do.
I was there like, are you fucking kidding? You're trying to make it relevant.
In order to make the ultimate weapon, you have to become the
to
ultimate
make you
weapon
play
first.
more hours. That's all it is.
It made me play a
The
lot.
more hours they
You
make
don't
you play
need
that,
Ultimate
the
Weapon.
less hours you're playing their competitors. You know what I mean? Like you're just playing their game.
I don't think that's how they think about it.
That's part of it. Yeah, no, definitely.
So we like the Keyblade. What do we think about the X-Blade? Kind of lame, right?
It's not that cool.
It looks like scissors.
Yeah.
It looks
It's like a pair of kitchen shears.
Which is fine in like Kill la Kill, but
Yeah. Or like any Korean household, really kitchen shear heavy, but not. I don't really get it as a weapon. It doesn't make sense to me.
I like Riku's wing blade.
no, the
Yeah.
wing blade is
Wingblade
fucking
is
sick.
dope.
Wingblade is.
It's just like a Heartless's wing.
Axel's
Yeah,
Axel's rings. Those are cool.
Oh,
He's
What
like-
are they called?
Shotgun?
Isn't
Yeah.
it Axel a Kingdom Hearts original?
Yes.
That's fucking cool.
I want to
not
say
from Final
that I
Fantasy.
actually prefer
All the
Xehenort.
Organizations made up by
I
Kingdom
think
Hearts.
that's their coolest character.
Axel's weapons are the coolest.
Worst weapon in the game, that water dude's guitar.
The guitar is absolutely
Water dude's
worst. I
guitar.
hate- and normally I'm down on bards. I hate that he's so bad.
Dance, water, dance.
Dance, water dance.
No,
It's so
that
bad.
fight is so stupid.
That fight took y'all like literally hours.
Anytime you
It's
hear
not.
one
You don't
quote,
you don't get defeated. It's just timed.
Yeah, no.
The issue wasn't
Yeah.
that we would die.
You had to kill like
You just have to
100
do it.
Heartless in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. The god, that shit was so stupid.
Fucking terrible game.
Power level. I mean, in this, it's kind of weird because it's a video game because you can like just define like
Sora.
one character beats another character. Like Sora
Sora's just at the top
straight up beats other characters, right? I mean,
because he's the main character. He's
Xehenort.
I think legitimately Riku is stronger in terms
Oh,
of just raw power.
yeah.
But Sora's the one of pure heart, you know.
Yeah,
so
no,
he can wield the true
That's the
power.
thing
the heart power.
Sora
No,
is
the
that-
heart power is important.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a good receptacle for other hearts because there's nothing tainting them. While they rest.
Sora's got that thing that you don't like, the power of friendship. And,
Yeah.
I do like it in the case of
because you're picking this character.
of Zach Oyama's characters in D20.
Pure heart.
Yeah, no, there's
So-
something to be said about purity of heart. In
Yeah.
Sora's instance,
I
it
think
makes sense.
Sora and Xehenort are probably his power is besides being just like raw power, he has these crazy abilities that make him just invent like he can just live forever because he just keeps possessing other people. Like, he's got amazing
very,
abilities.
very Voldemorty. Yeah.
But
I don't like Xehanort, dog.
like we said at
I
the
don't
beginning,
like him. I think he's a good character though.
Donald Zetterflare is actually the most powerful
No,
thing
I
in the
think
whole game.
on the scale of pure,
Could that kill Xehanort?
if you compare it to nuclear tonnage, yeah, then Zed's like buying away the
That's what I'm
most.
saying. Literally like a Death Star beam.
There, the world that he put it on is still like nuclear.
Oh, it's irradiated.
It's irradiated.
Without that, if they didn't go back in time and fix that, done.
There's time travel in this game too.
Yeah,
Xehanort,
I think a huge aspect is
Xehanort can time
Let's
travel.
watch it after because John needs to see it.
well, a huge aspect is about time because hearts get sent through time.
Yeah.
Right.
God dang it.
All the hearts that rest within Sora
That
come
shit
from
caught us
different
so
timelines. They
off
pull all this stuff.
guard. That's what was so like genuine about it.
Which
Um,
was
The Zetaflare.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
show John after.
Arcs. I love a redemption arc that's been revealed throughout this podcast, so I do like
it's honestly getting stale at this
No.
point.
I'm sorry. Well, I love it.
Yeah, you're
that's
a
why-
softie for redemption arc.
That's
I love
why
him.
Riku is much more interesting than Sora.
Sora doesn't.
Sora's a pretty stagnant character, I think.
Redemption arcs are good because they take a character and they make him dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, good characters can have those arcs too.
Sora's pretty one note.
Yeah,
He's always willing to.
Sora never even questions going bad.
Like I think if we ever get to talk about Dark Tower one day, I mean, I think Roland is a great character because he goes through redemption even though he's a good character and like sort of in and out of making good and bad decisions.
The only character that actually changes is Riku. Xehanort's just kind of evil. Donald's just Donald. Donald's not even different from how he is in just the Disney world.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
Xehanort
sarcastic
physically
piece of-
changes, but he's
Well, Axel changes. He's the evil organization.
Axel does too.
Arc, yeah.
And he becomes a fucking one of the wielders of light or whatever.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
He has a Keyblade. He becomes a Keyblade wielder.
He's
Yeah.
one of the
Aqua,
seven
He and
masters.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Aqua, who honestly I would vote for Aqua if I would have. I could have gone for Aqua, but I thought there needed to be evil representation.
I think it's Riku.
Look at that. Matt?
Let me see. All right. If he was sitting on this side too, he'd look even bigger.
We're wrapping it up.
Yeah, I think we've.
Do we have enough? I
consider
mean, there's
it.
so much.
I
We
think
could sit here and
so.
talk about Kingdom Hearts literally forever.
I'm
Is
pretty
the problem.
confident. Yeah, there's just too much material.
There is. But I think
It's
we summed
too
it up
much
for you.
and too scattered.
We did a good job.
Either summed it up or confused the fuck
Oh,
out of
yeah.
the viewer.
If the viewer/listener has little
This
to
is
no
an
knowledge
episode
about Kingdom
where
Hearts,
if you
This-
don't listen to this, if you
Don't
don't
even
know
don't
Kingdom
even
Hearts-
listen to this.
Don't
Cut
watch.
this in the beginning. Do not listen to this.
I
It's a
say
waste
at the beginning, I say don't listen if you've never seen it, but
Oh no, not even that. It's just
Especially
a
this.
waste of your time.
there's some people who don't care about spoilers, so like check the episode out anyway. They're gonna be.
It's just
no,
also
the issue is
esoteric.
not the
Yeah.
spoilers; it's just the confusion.
yeah.
Might as well be speaking a language that you don't understand.
Yeah.
If you didn't start when they were coming out, you're fucked.
Getting into it now.
Even if you
man.
started when they were coming out, you're probably
Well,
fucked.
my brother didn't play them until like 7 or 8 years ago. He played them when like Kingdom Hearts 2 came out,
Oh, okay.
which probably is the same for you, no? You played 1. I mean, because 1 came out when you were like 1 year old.
Oh,
I played one literally at like 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
old.
What?
I was playing on the PS2.
At the old
Easy,
house.
but I mean,
was playing
you
at.
didn't-
No way. At the old house?
Yes. I swear to God, I remember playing there.
That explains a lot.
Does it?
That's what I'm saying. He got indoctrinated at such a young age.
yeah, it's all he knows.
Yeah.
That world makes more sense than our own. All right.
Do we have everything?
Yes.
Okay, before we call a vote,
Y'all see that, viewers?
No, they can hear that because
Oh,
Yeah, this is
fuck.
also
you're rubbing on the mic. Yeah.
I think before you take a vote on the best character, best song.
Best song?
Best song, very important.
I think Kingdom Hearts 2 Utada Hikaru opening.
I have a favorite song. It's called Friends in My Heart.
It's
from
a
the
pretty
series.
good one.
I don't know the soundtrack
also-
that well.
I literally know this.
I know
all
it
the
sounds like I'm
soundtrack.
really hyping up his character. Riku's theme is very good.
Yes.
Also, Hollow Bastion's theme is
Mhm.
very good. One.
Literally all music.
All of it.
From that game.
I mean, well, a lot of
The
it's Disney
soundtrack
music
is
too, though,
insane.
which is a good soundtrack. Like
All of it, including Traverse Town.
Okay, you're
OST.
right.
Yeah.
No, fuck Traverse Town. God damn it.
The Nightmare Before Christmas music like gets stuck in my head so easily, and it's because of that game. It's not even because of that movie. It's because I played Kingdom Hearts, and in the game, I'm
Oh, you've spent more hours with
with
Kingdom Hearts version.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there are fanatics out there who watch that film every single year multiple times, but not I. But you know how I'm about stop motion. I hate stop motion.
All
right.
I think we're ready for the vote.
All right.
It's very clear, right?
Tres.
Okay.
Dos.
When he says, wait, he counts down 3, 2, 1, then we say the name of our person.
Okay,
Who
go.
we vote for.
Yeah, who
You
do you
just say
think
the name.
is the best overall from all these categories and other
Yeah.
categories that you could possibly think of?
All
What are our
We-
choices
we
again?
discussed
I don't
them.
even remember.
Xehanort, Donald, Riku, and
Sora.
Sora.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Simple. Yeah.
Phil.
We didn't count yet.
Aqua.
Phil,
He went with, who did you go
Phil.
with on the X-Men one? You
Toad.
he said Toad, and no one discussed Toad at all. He just threw it away.
Second
All
best
right.
character.
3, 2, 1.
Sora.
Riku.
Phil.
So I heard Sora.
You really said Phil, you piece of shit.
I hate you.
Well, we both said Riku, so we made it.
What if we
I think
did?
Riku.
What if we didn't say Riku and it would
Yeah.
have lost because
Y'all
of
think
that?
Riku's the best
Did you say
character?
Sora?
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
Definitely Riku.
I do legitimately think Sora is...
We all wanted to discuss Riku on this podcast.
It's just a bunch of Riku fans.
Yeah.
I'm over that kind of character. I'm done
But
with
we're
it.
not just fans.
I'm over the Sora type of character.
But you know that Brandon and I will not just go for the one we
But
like.
Riku
We
is
go for the one we
better.
legitimately think is good.
But Riku is better than like normal like Sasuke type bitches.
Oh, he's way better than
because-
Sasuke.
Oh yeah.
You won't catch me saying that, but
he
he's
actually
better.
is a good redemption, and then just
And
becomes
he just
a
looks
hero.
cooler.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. We did it again. We figured out who the best character is in whatever we're talking about, despite the podcast being called Your Favorite Character Sucks. Now the only question is, what should we do next? You can help us decide by following us at YFCS Pod on Instagram and Twitter and telling us which show, movie, series, book you think we should do. Until then, hit that subscribe button and catch us on the next episode. Thanks for listening.